Hi everybody, it's Usernamekate and welcome back to the channel. Ooh, today I get the opportunity to put a few miles on Ducati's Multistrada V2 and give you guys my impressions. Now this is a bit of a random review because I knew I'd be riding a Multistrada. I thought it might be a V4 or a V4 Rally, but I've had the option of a V2 and I would probably say that's the Multistrada that you guys ask the most questions on in the comments and across the platforms on my social media. So yeah, I'm going to ride the Ducati Multistrada V2 and hopefully put a good few miles on it, given the fact that I'm going to be riding it across 2 days. So if you're interested to come along with me for my thoughts and opinions on this bike, then definitely keep watching. Gosh guys, I'm on a Multistrada V2S. So when I have review in the title of this YouTube video, I just want to say before we go any further, it's not going to be a proper review because this bike has that much going for it. I'll be doing it a disservice to call this a review. This is a first impressions. This is jumping on a bike, avoiding dead things and just getting a feel for it, because when a bike has such sophisticated suspension technology and stuff like that, and you know, different damping modes depending on what you're doing, etc., I feel like you can't just jump on it and then talk about all the suspension settings, because I'm in a group today, so it's part of the DRE Multistrada journey, and consequently I get to ride a Multistrada V2S for 2 whole days. So, you know, I figured that's actually a fair bit of time to put a fair bit of mileage on this bike and get an impression. But because I am part of a group and we've got agendas to achieve and stuff like that, I can't be stopping, I can't be learning in depth about the suspension of a bike that I actually didn't know I was going to be riding this weekend. But like I said, if you're looking... Oh, I thought it was a jet. Turns out it's just Toad because he's on the V4 Rally and it makes quite a sexy noise and he likes making the noise. Not me thinking it was like a flipping fighter jet going over the Mach Loop. Lol. So yeah, really, I'm just here to jump on this bike and talk to you guys a little bit about how it rides, how it feels, and, you know, not doing as much of a deep dive as I would unfortunately like. But if you guys are actually interested in me doing a bit more with the Multistrada V2S, then let me know. I'll try and get it on loan back in England and I can actually have a bit of a fanny around and a bit of a play with all the electronic goodies available at my fingertips. But for now, we've just hopped on it. I'm gonna roughly talk to you a little bit about it and yeah, we'll see how we get on, but so far so good. I really do like this engine. So I've experienced it in the Panigale V2S, I've experienced it in the Monster, and now I'm experiencing it in its just shy of 114 brake horsepower form. But so far, it's just an armchair. And I mean that with love, because it's quite like a cool looking armchair, especially in this like khaki colour. Now I know that you do have to pay a bit, yikes, of a premium to get this, and it does add to the cost of the machine, but I think it looks pretty good and would probably be my choice. And I know a lot of you out there think, oh no, it's a Ducati, I want it red. Well then you'll be happy because a Ducati red is a costless option. But my Ducati is matte black and stealthy and looks like it's ready for the impending apocalypse. So yeah, I kind of like my bikes to kind of feel like that, like they're ready to take on the zombies. Although I'm not sure I'd want a V2 in a zombie apocalypse, because when you wind it on and it makes that roar that it makes, it's going to attract the hordes, I'm afraid. Ooh. But yeah, so we're riding it in sport mode, living our best life. I haven't ridden it in any other mode because I'm really enjoying the crispness of it all. The urgency of the throttle is quite nice. This comes with a shifter and auto blipper as standard. Oh wow, as mentioned. And yeah, it's very good going down the box. Like, we just stomped it into second just whilst we got this hill. Cheeky little lifesaver. Hang back on the approach to this bend because we've got some semblance of sense. I know you guys don't expect sense from me, but I do have it from time to time. See what we can see, stood up. Let's go. Multistrada life, we love it. Ooh, that felt good. That felt spicy. Spicy, spicy. Yeah, so the acceleration of the Multistrada V2 is nice. Now, it's not just a V2, is it? It's the V2S. So one of the main differences, and one of the reasons why the S costs a lot more than the non-S, is even though you do have fully adjustable suspension on the non-S, with this it's semi-active, it's like electronic suspension. So because of that, it does have a rather nice feature whereby when I come to a stop, I can put the suspension on minimum and you do feel it go lower. So that has honestly been quite nice. It's been a quite nice touch, my stumpy little legs, because the seat height on this, in this kind of form, is 830mm to 850, very much depending on what setting you put it in. Now there are some low seats and there are some high seats, and I will pop the information on the screen now so you guys can see how much they will cost you and what the gains or the savings are in terms of seat height, depending on what you want. Oh, would you look at this? Would you look at this? So one of the things that I do very much like about this engine is how tractable it is, how torquey it is, how it just feels delicious. For such a big thing, I didn't think it would be as agile as it is. You can really like hustle it around should you need to. I can't believe I thought it was a jet plane going across the sky before and it was actually towed on a V4 rally. Of course it was. Man's a menace. He's a hooligan. He loves a good ruckus noise. Oh wow, wow, wow. What a place to come and ride a bike. So if we look at the dash, we have a 5-inch TFT and it's very nice. I do like it a lot. And you know, even though the dash can be a bit fiddly in terms of like if you want to switch the heated grips on and off, you've got to really go quite deep into the menu to do it. Even though it is a bit of like a lot of work for your wee finger, you can actually, it is quite intuitive despite that. Oh wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, it's crazy when the sun glances off the water ahead and has you like blinded by it. It's so freaking bright. It's also very windy and yeah, didn't like that. Couldn't breathe. Oh, Wales has some incredible roads, doesn't it? Lots of poo to try and avoid. I keep thinking that Grace is on a V2S with blind spot detection because she's got an orange visor and the sun keeps reflecting in her mirrors and it does look like she's got a blind spot detection going off. But she does not, and the V2 and V2S does not come with that technology, I'm afraid. Oh, it's getting hot underneath that visor. Ooh! Oh wow. So yeah, we have cruise control as standard with this, and that is like a one push button, and then you've got to like use your brakes to kind of switch it off if you want to. I'm pretty sure that's what was told this morning. Might be wrong there, don't hold me to that. Crikey, I feel like a bug under a horrible child's magnifying glass with my visor down. Oh, cooking my face. Wow, look how close we are to the water. Gorgeous. Right, well this is a bit of a change, isn't it, from the sunshine that you saw on my camera footage riding the Multistrada V2S. It changed and it rained. But that is the beauty of Wales for you. You get to ride in all conditions. And actually, it's quite a nice test for the bike because I get to ride it on the dry with the optimum grip in sport mode. But I also get to ride it in the more sketchy conditions when there's a bit of gravel on the road in wet mode. So it has actually been quite fun to trial this bike in those settings. Now, as you will know, I'm not going to try and con you guys into thinking that this is a proper full-blown review because ultimately I didn't really realise that I was going to be on a Multistrada V2S. I thought I might be on a V4, a V4S, a V4 Rally. So I haven't done the necessary research that you guys deserve for me to give you a full breakdown on this bike. So if you want to see that at a later date, let me know in the comments and I'll try and blag Ducati to get one. Riding this bike for 2 days and a couple 100 miles, it's very clear that I like it. I like it a lot. And in fact, I would probably argue and say that from its competitors that I've ridden, it's actually probably my favourite bike. And I feel like I could own this bike. I love the engine. I've ridden the Panigale V2S, I've ridden the Monster V2. And the engine is just as great in the Multistrada, except it's in a proper comfy package with nice wide bars, a nice comfy seat, a big old tank, a nice dash, good screen, and I've just really enjoyed it. This bike can move and it can groove on the dry twisties, and I feel like it could also take you very far in comfort because 2 days on the bike and my bum is not numb, so I'm pretty happy with that. It's been lovely, just everything about it, like I say,
you know, I can't give you full in depth of how the suspension's working and stuff like that, because I put it in one kind of setting and I've just ridden, and straight out the box, it's just been great. So yeah, I've enjoyed it. Hopefully you've enjoyed coming along with me for the ride and hear all the wah and crazy noises, because I've just had so much fun and it's been a delight to ride. And yeah, I really, really, really would like one back in England to really ride this and put some miles on it proper and have a mess around with all the settings. But yeah, if you've liked this video, please consider hitting that subscribe button. I hope you have liked it. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you next on a bit of a dry day. All right, take care. Bye.